Hi friends, today we try to understand what is biosensor, block diagram of biosensor, working principle and also its application. Now we start with what exactly biosensor is. It is a device which is used to detect the biological products or chemicals present in a biosample. Okay, wherein in case of a biosensor we are having a bioreceptor concept which uses a living organism, biological molecules or enzymes to detect the presence of biological products or the chemicals in a biological sample. Okay, the amount of whatever the amount of signal generated by the biosensor is there, it is proportional to the concentration of the biosample which are under detection. Okay, now we will try to understand what is the block diagram of biosensor is. So biosensor block diagram consists of a sampler, sample which is actually a biosample, bioreceptor. These are all bioreceptor consists of enzyme, microorganisms, biological molecules and different entities. And coming to transducer, which converts a change in the bioreceptor properties into an electrical signal. And what exactly amplifier is doing, the whatever the amount of transducer generated electrical signal is there, that is of very less in strength or weak in strength, so that we would like to improve its electrical strength. So for that we are using amplifier, and then there will be a data processing unit which is useful for presentation. Okay, how exactly we would like to present the detected data. Okay, so now we will try to understand what exactly bioreceptor is, how exactly it will work. Actually there is no need to explain about biosample because biosample is these are the biological sample which are under test. Example, it may be a blood, it may be a urine, it may be a saliva, it may be even a sweat. So all these things are we people are using as a biosamples for detecting the different chemicals or the biological product present in the biosample. Okay, next, what exactly bioreceptor? Actually bioreceptor consists of different different elements like a tissues, organelles, even microorganisms or an enzymes which when they are come in vicinity with a sample. Okay, at that time there is a chemical reaction happens. Okay, that change in chemical reaction is used by the transducer to represent that in a electrical signal. Okay, after having a reaction between sample and the bioreceptor, there is a chemical property is going to change. That change in the property is accepted by the transducer to convert back into the electrical signal. Whatever the amount of electrical signal generated by the transducer, that is of very weak in nature. So if I would like to improve its strength. Okay, you may ask like for what strength improvement is required. Like data processing I would like to do next, so that a weak signal is not sufficient enough to go for the data processing. That's what I would like to do, the amplification. Okay, after that we will be having a data processing block, so wherein exactly it is used to present the data what we have detected by the bioreceptor or the transducer. Okay, so in this data presentation we will be calibrating the signal before we present it. Okay, we will be calibrating the signal before we present it in a display or some other form like print or display or whatever it is. So we will be calibrating with respect to its composition and the concentration of a sample. Okay, what is the component means what type of sample it is and what is the concentration of that sample. Based on that we will be doing the data means calibration. Okay, so that calibrated data we will be presenting in the form of display or in the form of print, like that. Okay, so this is what exactly how exactly the block diagram of biosensor works. So in deep, if we would like to even understand very well, so we will be coming for the concept like this working flow model. So wherein you can observe these are all the different biological sample, so that are come in vicinity with a biological reactor or a receptor. So when they come in vicinity of a biological receptor, there will be a biological or a chemical reaction happens between the sample and the bioreceptor. So that chemical reaction will change the property of the receptor. Okay, that change in the property of receptor is accepted and it is converted to the electrical signal by the transducer. So you can observe here. So bioreceptor and this transducer both will act like a biosensor. Not simply a transducer is acting like a biosensor. Bioreceptor and transducer is acting like a biosensor. So this is the beauty of biosensor, like how exactly a biological sample is detected. Okay. So after that, no doubt the signal generated by the transducer is of weak in nature, and I would like to do amplification so that I can proceed for the data processing. And after doing data calibration and all, so we will be we will be allowing it to display over the screen, or we would like to take a print, or we would like to save the data. So all those things, like the presentation methods of any sort of transducer, you can say. So this is how exactly biosensor is working. Now we would like to, I wish to go even beyond the imagination of this. So this is realistically very good representation. Actually, I would like to thank this author who has designed this diagram. Very good. Actually, see, these are all the biosamples. You can see blood, urine, tears, saliva, sweat. All these are the blood sample. Sample. Okay, biological sample. So you can say that as an analyte also. So these samples, how does that analytes look like? Like this, like DNA, some molecules. Okay, so certain chemical combinations. So all these things. These are all acting like a analytes. Analytes means a sample which are under test. Okay, that is given to the receptor. You can observe here, this is a receptor. You can see here the type of receptor, like enzyme based receptor, antibody based receptor, cell based receptor, nucleic acid based receptor, and biometric based detector. So these are all the different types of receptors we will be using with respect to different types of sample what we are getting here. Okay, after this, what exactly it is required? Before I go for electrical signal, I suppose to convert that by change in the properties of the bioreceptor into a electrical signal. That can be done by using what? Transducer. Okay, electrochemical, optical transducer, thermal transducer, gravimeter transducer. So what they will be doing? They will be converting the change in the bioreceptor properties into an electrical signal. Okay, that electrical signal usually of weak in nature. So for that reason, we may be in need of amplifier. Okay, that amplification you can observe. See, you can observe this is a motherboard over which this is a bioreceptor and transducer combination. So that is taken like this to explain you properly. So if inside this there will be an amplifier, and then there will be a data processing unit. You can see here. So the readout electronics, what does it implies? It implies an amplifier, processor, signal converter, data communication module like Wi-Fi, like that. So you will be observing your data in your mobile and different measurement instruments. Okay, so this is how exactly biosensor works. Now we will have some sort of examples, like what are all the different types of biosensors we are having, like glucose monitoring. So glucose monitoring biosensor, wherein blood glucose level is detected, and metastatic cancer cell detection or cancer cell biosensor, which can be used to detect the cancer cells. Okay, metastatic potential means very good potential. Okay, so then DNA biosensor. So the DNA biosensor uses in the forensic department or in medical diagnosis. Okay, so antibody based sensors like pathogen detection or toxic food detection. So for such things, antibody based sensors are useful. So I wish to go for a last point, the applications of biosensor. So you can observe that so we feel that only biological product can be detected and all, but the applications are very wide. Like it can be used for soil quality monitoring on detecting the biological combinations or biological products present in the soil. Okay, you can use to detect the food quality or monitoring, like food quality monitoring on using toxic food detection. Okay, environmental monitoring, you can even do the disease detection. Even we can go for the water monitoring, toxic food detection, drug discovery, or even pathogen discovery. So these are all the wide range of applications we can have with respect to biosensors. So I hope so. Thank you for your patient listening. So I hope you understood the concept of biosensor on having bioreceptor, amplifier, and you can say like data presentation unit. So this is exactly how exactly biosensor works. So thank you for your patient listening. We will have other sensors in near future. Please keep watching videos. Thank you.